Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's happening? Happy Mindset Motivational Money Making Monday. Hey, this is your boy, Eric McKinley. I'm the Director of Program Development of National Business Builders, man, and I'm out and about. Ain't did this in a while. I'm out and about on the road, man, and trying to get some things done before it gets too late so I can get back into my bat cave, back into my hole. So do me a favor, y'all, as y'all jump on, drop your city and your state, like it, share it, tag somebody, okay? Like it, share it, tag somebody. Let me see if I can share something with y'all, man. See if I can share something with y'all real quick that might help you out. So I can't, of course, I can't share anything. I can't share it to any other groups or anything, so I'll do that later on. But what I want to do is I want to make sure you understand the importance of your money. The importance of your money. So once again, drop your city and state, like it, share it, and tag somebody. Okay? Like it, share it, and tag somebody. I got something scrolling across the bottom of the screen so you guys can see this. So my name is Eric McKinley, and what I do is I share business and financial information and education throughout my network, throughout my circle, throughout my timeline, for everybody who's out there looking to improve and enhance your finances. But see, you want to understand this, right? If you understand anything else, you got to know that your money is your business. And if you don't know your money, you won't have no money. We're living in a time right now to where people who are my age, the Generation Xers, are trying to go back and police up. Trying to go back to police up. And that's a military term if y'all don't know. Trying to go back and gather up and get the Generation Ys and the millennials and all those people, trying to get those people and gather them up because of what we have taught them about money. And we taught them the same thing pretty much that most of our parents taught us about money. And that was to go to school, make good grades, and get a good job. And y'all heard this before. If you go to school and you get a good degree, there's a high possibility that you're going to get a good job. Well, that ain't exactly true. And the reason why it's not true is because a lot of the things that we're still teaching our kids, the newer generations that are being taught, a lot of things that's being taught don't really apply in the world that's going on right now. Yeah, we need to be educated. I'm a firm believer of education, but I do believe that we need to focus more on a non-traditional education. There's nothing wrong with going to a college. There's nothing wrong with going to getting higher education, higher learning. But here's the problem. This is what's wrong. For the last 12 months or so, people have been struggling financially. And they've been struggling financially because nobody ever taught them about money. See, money don't come with instructions. Money doesn't come with instructions. So when you're telling your kids to go to school and do well in school and make good grades, that's great advice. But who is keeping the vultures away from your kids when you ain't there? Because remember, you're sending young minds out to the world. You're sending young minds out to the world, and when they get to college and they're not by your side, you're not by their side, they're by themselves. They got to make those decisions. They're being introduced to things like credit cards. They're being introduced to things like loans. They're being introduced to things like people who don't have the values that you probably tried to teach them. And it's not everybody, but it's a lot of bodies. And now, if they're dealing with influential people, if the people that they're talking to and dealing with are stronger than them, then what ends up happening is your child's going to veer off. That young adult is going to veer off. And the last thing you want is for your child to end up in the same situation that you were brought into, all because they didn't listen, or because you didn't have the information to share with them. See, it's about education. And the education that we have to understand is that it's not just about going to college. College is cool, man. It's great experiences that can be had in college. You can join some fraternities or some sororities. You can join some other groups. You can learn how to volunteer and all that good stuff, man. You can learn how to actually communicate with other people and make new friends and probably bond. That's great. But my question to you is, what happens after? Are you the parent that can write a check for your child's education? Or were you that person like I was in the beginning, after, before getting this information, were you that person that said, hey, you know what, if you want to go to school, that's cool, but you got to pay for it, which means they got to get student loans. You got to ask yourself, how many children, how many young adults, how many how many millennials are coming out of college and they are in debt, starting off in the negative. See, your money is your business. And I get it. We want to make a lot of money. We want to get to the point to where we can live a great lifestyle. But we have to understand there's a method to the madness. And the wealthy 1%, they're the ones that are writing checks for their children to go to school. I just left an auto body shop because I have to take one of my vehicles in to get repaired. And I know it's going to cost. It's an investment. I know it's going to cost. But the fact that I don't have to borrow any money, the fact that I don't have to go and get a loan, the fact that I don't have to put it on a credit card, it lets me know that I'm doing the right thing. And what happens is, when you get to a point in your life to where you can manage your finances, when you get to a point in your life where you can actually understand how money works, you can manage those finances, and those finances won't take control of you. You're not just trading time for money. You're just not trading hours for dollars, but you're learning how to, make good sense with your money. Then you won't be put in a situation or get caught off guard. There's several people right now that's dealing with financial stress and financial difficulties, and it's all due to a lack of financial education. So you got to ask yourself, if you are a millennial, or you have access to a millennial, then maybe your child or your nephew, niece, whatever, you got to ask yourself, what is it that you're able to give them that's going to help them to make the right decision or an informed decision based off of what's right? You got to ask yourself that. If you don't know your money, you won't have any money. Hey, think about it. If you're making decisions right now, would your future self be happy with that decision that you're making, or those decisions that you're making? And that's something that I'm learning to think about with every decision that I make financially. Once again, it's not about college. It's not about getting in debt. It's not about going to school just for status or GP. But it's about getting a valuable skill set that you can use once you get out into the community, once you get out into corporate America, once you get out there, so you can add value to the community, so you can add value to the economy, so you can earn the money that you need, so you can live a better life. That's what it is, man. So hey, listen, it's Eric McKinley. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. Think about it. If you don't know your money, you won't have any money. Protect yourself. Your money is your business. I see y'all at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.